South Park's gonna pay for this. They're all gonna pay.
South Park just went nuclear on Turkey Trot in Season 28, Episode 4, turning a simple school race into absolute chaos you won't believe. From absurd sponsors to a total meltdown, the show exposes the shocking insanity lurking behind what should have been a harmless, fun run. And let me tell you, the government stepping in is the cherry on top of this mountain of absurdity.
The Turkey Trot is the one time of year this town comes together as a community. We all need it now more than ever.
Well, of course there is someone who'd be willing to give South Park a bunch of money.
It's the 28th annual South Park Turkey Trot, sponsored by Saudi Arabia.
South Park just took what should have been a harmless school turkey trot, and let me tell you, turned it into absolute chaos. From the very first second, you can feel the absurdity building, and then you've got a Saudi sports sponsorship. Yeah, you heard me right. Suddenly, this isn't some local school fun run. It's a full-blown geopolitical circus. The streets of South Park are plastered with luxury branding, ridiculous prizes, and so much over-the-top professionalization that you have to wonder if the kids even know why they're running. It's flashy, it's absurd, and honestly, that's exactly the point. South Park is basically saying, look, even a simple turkey trot can get swallowed whole by big money and political influence. A fun little school race is now a masterclass in global sports investment and just how far people will go to control the narrative.
Hey man, listen, I was just wondering whose team you're thinking of being on for the big turkey trot. Turkey trot? You know, the big foot race Thanksgiving morning, first place wins $5,000 for his whole team?
Oh, I'm not really a runner.
That's right. You know, a lot of people these days want to debunk science. You know, vaccine cause autism, jet fuel leaves chemtrails. But when it comes to racing, science is science.
And then, of course, here comes Cartman, because, you know, he has to make everything worse. He decides Tolkien Black absolutely must run and immediately whips out the race science card. According to him, the data proves Tolkien will always win, just because of his race. Yeah, let that sink in for a second.
I'm a racing science expert, okay? The data shows your race always wins races. Whoa, Tolkien! Come on, man, it's Thanksgiving!
What starts as some casual encouragement instantly explodes into this heated debate about fairness, athleticism, and ethics. In South Park, they don't let you off easy. It's funny, sure, but also, let me tell you, painfully true in a weirdly uncomfortable way. Cartman's logic is completely insane, but that's the point. It's poking at the darker, twisted side of sports culture where talent, opportunity, and race get mangled into something exploitative.
Hey, give me back my Xbox! Come get it, asshole!
Tolkien initially refuses to run, not wanting to participate in a Saudi-backed spectacle. But Cartman is relentless. He steals Tolkien's Xbox, sparking a chase that's pure South Park chaos. This subplot critiques manipulation and entitlement, showing how people, especially kids, get dragged into situations for the amusement of those in power.
The White House is calling again. They're demanding we release the prisoner. Tell them we're busy. But they said if we don't comply, they're gonna send in Pete Hegseth and the Department of War. Who's Pete Hegseth?
We've got an Antifa uprising! All right, Department of War, listen up! The people of this town are starting an insurrection, but they will not stand in the way of us getting our man!
Just when you think the chaos is contained, Pete Hegseth enters, representing the Department of War. His goal, free Peter Thiel from jail, but he immediately misreads the Turkey Trot runners as Antifa insurrectionists and unleashes tear gas.
And then that small-town cop is gonna see he messed with the wrong guy.
Department of War will not be intimidated! Hold! Hold! Fire the tear gas! Yeah!
This is wild, fast-paced, and absurd all at once. It's funny in classic South Park style, but it echoes real-world situations where power is misused and innocent innocent people get caught in the crossfire. Hegseth's over-the-top militarism, disregard for context, and treatment of children as enemies drive home the satire. The episode even references his real-world controversies, hinting at the blurring of entertainment and politics that makes the world watch in disbelief.
Holy shit! Shots fired! Shots fired! Get set up over there! We need content! Now! What's up, guys? Pete Hegseth, Department of War. We are being fired upon!
Meanwhile, the Saudi sponsorship dominates every frame. The show exaggerates details, overpriced gear, propaganda-style glorification, bribery disguised as scholarships. It's absurd to the point of hilarity, but the commentary is sharp. Saudi investment in sports, often called sports washing, is real, and South Park underlines how ridiculous it looks when even a school race becomes a propaganda tool. It's flashy, overfunded, and terrifyingly believable. As the kids race, it's impossible not to notice how deeply South Park critiques the intersections of money, influence, and sports culture.
Yeah, we don't need Homeland Security's help. We got it.
We're just here to assist in any way we can. That's what Homeland Security does. Be sure to like and subscribe, guys. We've got...
Oh, no. This is not your content. Everyone like and subscribe to the Department of War.
The chaos escalates further when Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem shows up, trying to outshine Hegseth. It's a brilliant satire of officials competing for attention instead of governance. The absurdity peaks when Pete takes to the skies in a Top Gun parody, with Kenny Loggins' Highway to the Danger Zone blasting, leaving an earworm you won't forget. It's over the top, perfectly timed for absurdity, emphasizing the show's critique of spectacle over substance. It's hilarious, but there's an edge. South Park mocks people using fake data to back outrageous claims while everyone around them loses their minds. The argument escalates, dragging in townspeople, media, and local police. What starts as a simple discussion turns into screaming matches, social media commentary, and accusations flying faster than anyone can track. The episode makes it clear: leave anything to people obsessed with data, identity, or prestige, and chaos is inevitable. By the time the parents get involved, the show teeters on total nuclear meltdown.
On behalf of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and His Royal Highness Mohammed bin Salman Al Saud, this year's Turkey Trot Grand Prize goes to the team of South Park's very own Token Black.
Once the Turkey Trot officially hits meltdown mode, it explodes. South Park captures this perfect storm brilliantly. The Department of War shows up to manage the situation, Homeland Security tries to outshine them, and the race devolves into running, yelling, and chaos that mirrors real-world crises. It's wild, over the top, exactly the kind of exaggerated insanity the show does best. Beneath the chaos, there's a deeper message. South Park highlights modern America. Any debate, no matter how small, can spiral into a full-blown culture war in minutes. One second it's a school event. The next adults are yelling about science, fairness, and ethics like the fate of the nation depends on it. The chaos is funny, yes, but also scary because it feels real. The show exaggerates, but anyone paying attention sees a reflection of our society. How quickly disagreements get weaponized, how identity politics fuels escalation, and how everyone loses the ability to step back. Even in the background, South Park is tossing out jokes so subtle most viewers would miss them if they blinked. You've got sly lines about bribery, overfunded events, and absurd sponsorships, all quietly hammering home the satire. Then there's Cartman, the absolute star of disaster. Let me tell you, his role is pure genius because he's not just causing trouble, he's a walking, talking commentary on human behavior.
Homeland Security to Department of War. The protesters are headed your way.
Stand down, Homeland Security. This is our content.
And let's talk officials, because South Park is savage here. Pete Hegseth goes full militarized overreaction, Christy Noam is doing her attention-seeking thing, and suddenly a school run feels like it could spark a national incident. Adults acting like kids, kids acting like adults. Lines blurred in ways that are both gut-busting funny and painfully uncomfortable. South Park nails it. When ego, spectacle, and authority collide, governance is basically a dumpster fire.
It's right there, you see it? It's right there. There you go, almost there.
By the end, don't expect tidy resolutions. That's exactly the point. South Park wants you drained, overwhelmed, maybe a little unsettled, just like the characters. The race ends, Tolkien has his prize, the adults are a mess, and the Department of War is in jail with Peter Thiel. But beneath all that chaos, the episode leaves you thinking. Sports corruption, image obsession, tribalism, and identity politics are not just side notes. They're the fuel feeding the fire of this entire Turkey Trot meltdown.
All right, guys, that about wraps it up. Let's get home and eat some turkey.
You son of a bitch! The president will come for us!
The Turkey Trot is all about how small issues explode when ego, identity, politics, and fake science collide. This episode is part of South Park's bigger Season 28 story. From the outsized sponsorships in Episode 2 to social divides in Episode 3, chaos keeps escalating, and the town is practically imploding under its own ridiculousness. Every prank, meltdown, and overreaction feels like a puzzle piece, leading to a massive finale where South Park might finally collapse entirely. The race was wild, sure, but it's also a hint at what's coming. Bigger explosions, bigger arguments, and even more absurdity. Which part blew your mind the most? And do you think the finale will top this?